Now I've gone a bit up 101 from Hasita Head Beach, and this is Muriel, Ponsler, Wayside. Access to the beach. Just past Washburn State Park. And notice that there's no cliff, or at least not close, but we have the basalt cobbles on the beach. So there is a source of basalt here close by, but just in the modern day shoreline, it's not right next to the beach. So you can walk quite a ways, both north and south along this shoreline. Now the waves are way offshore right now because it's low tide. But if you were to come out here a year from now, this beach would look different because all these hills and kind of high areas of sand that you see here, and even the position of the stream, how it's cut through the beach sand, would be different. Because every time the tide comes in, it shifts around all this sediment. Something too is that beaches with sandy sediment also can sometimes experience a change in the amount of sand on the beach between winter and summer. Spring and summer wave action has a tendency to be more gentle, and so sand is often pushed up onto the beach. Come wintertime though, when the wave activity gets more vigorous and we have more storms, the sand will be removed from the beach and pulled offshore and maybe even transported downstream in the what we call longshore transport. So the configuration of a beach can look very different. And during the winter here, you'd probably get a lot more cobbles being exposed because all this sand covering them has been removed by winter wave activity. Now, if you're going to live really close to the beach as vegetation, you have to be able to handle the salt spray. So here at Muriel Ponsler, we have the beach grass itself. Okay, we have some beach grass itself. Because it's September, we've got some blooming flowers. And then this bush. This is salal, S-A-L-A-L. And salal is a very tough vegetation that can handle being close to the beach. There's some yarrow there. You see the kind of the ferny looking leaves of that plant. You see a bunch of them down here below too. I believe that's yarrow. Y-A-R-R-O-W. We can also get stubby trees. Now, when I was at the Fred Meyer, looking at the trees of the forest, both to the west, closer to the beach, and also to the east of Cross 101, a lot of them were pines like this. Okay, so this pine has, let me see if I can get a bundle of needles here. 2 needles in a bundle. The needles are around 2 inches long. This pine is a pine that will also grow over in Central Oregon, because pines are generally drought tolerant, but this particular pine can handle being over here in a lot of moisture in the salt spray too. So if we see it over in Central Oregon, we'd probably call it a bristlecone pine. But here on the shoreline, where it grows much shorter and with, look at that, really thick growth, but not very tall, we call it shore pine. It's the same tree, same plant, It just grows somewhat differently because of where it is. It's on the shore instead of in the upland mountains. Now in the distance here, you can see some more trees. There's some shore pine in there. But the more silvery leaved conifers are the spruce that grows over here on the coast. Again, a somewhat salt tolerant species. Sitka spruce. So Muriel, Ponsler, Wayside, where we know there's got to be basalt bedrock somewhere close because of the cobbles and the fact that it's not gravel. It's pretty good sized pieces of rock mixed in with the sand of the beach.